We all feel lost sometimes. And when we are in the middle of being lost, it can feel like there's an ending to something. Like this is the one and only time you will feel lost and it doesn't have a purpose. You just feel lost, that it's overwhelming and it is stressful to be lost, and it's not very nice to not know really who you are or where you're going or what decision to take. It's hard. It's hard for everyone. No matter where you come from or what you have in life, you will feel lost. And you will feel lost a lot of times during your lifetime. And that's what we sometimes forget. We sometimes forget that feeling lost is a part of a process, and a process that will follow us through life. You might not remember, but you've been lost before, a lot of times. Just right now, this feeling of feeling lost is just so overwhelming that it feels like it's everything. But you have been lost before, and when you were lost before, it felt just as hard. But you got through it, and you came out on the other hand, on the other side. You have felt lost before, and it's such a natural part of life. But we're not taught that it is a natural part of life. And I think that is the big issue, because unhappiness is a lot about our expectations not being fulfilled. Something is different from our expectations, and somehow, I don't know why or how, we are taught that life is supposed to be a constant. Life is supposed to be somewhere where you're not lost, and if you're lost, you're a failure. And I used to be lost in a very different way that I'm lost today. Right now, I'm lost in my life, but I'm not lost in being lost, because I know it's a part of a process where I'm figuring something out. I'm figuring myself out. I'm digging deeper, and I'm trying to get to a truth that's deeper than the one that I've had before. Feeling lost is just the beginning of finding something out. When we're looking for answers, we are lost. But there will be an answer, and you will find the way out. When we don't know who we are, we feel lost. But if you thought that you knew who you were, and now you don't, and you're on your way to finding out who you really are, being lost is a good thing, because it means that you're actually on your way to finding out who you really are. And so there's an art to being lost. There's an art that we can all learn, and that we can be taught. The way I taught myself the art of being lost was to learn how to zoom out. It was to learn how to see my whole life as a process, and to see that I've been through the same things before. There's a pattern to it. And looking at other people's lives, people who are close to me, I see the same patterns. Where when we lose something that is important to us, it can be ourselves, it can be another person, it can be something, a thing that's valuable to us. We start feeling a little bit lost. We have a little bit of an existential crisis, because We're looking for new things. We're deeper. And it's natural. But we panic because we're taught that feeling lost is this thing that weird kids do, the lost kids, the searchers. But honestly, the people that we call searchers and people are ever lost are also the people that I perceive as the most authentic people. It's the people that I trust most. The people who dare to be lost because they want to find the truth, their own truth. And if you are in a process where you're feeling lost because you lost a part of yourself, or you found out that something that you thought were you is no longer you, then being lost is the part of the process. It is a part of the process to find yourself. So don't be scared. I know it's hard, but we all need to work on feeling comfortable with being uncomfortable. Being lost is uncomfortable, and no one can say anything else. But your job then is to accept that you are lost and make the best out of the situation. Explore more, try more things, see what you can find. I went from feeling that being lost was very hard and confusing to actually feeling that being lost is an adventure. Because once you accept something, you can see other perspectives of it, and being lost as a part of the process is a very overwhelming part, but it's also an amazing part because you see new things and you discover new things, and that's good. That's really good. So whenever you're lost, you're growing. You're just lost in your growth pain. And yeah, the greatest thing I can give you that I have gotten myself is to see yourself a little bit more objective, to not be completely overwhelmed by your thoughts and emotions and what's happening to you. Try to just zoom out and see yourself from the outside and see your life as a bigger process. And you will notice that you have been through the same things before, and you came out on the other side more as yourself, more happy, stronger, healthier, and it's gonna be okay because you make it okay. That's why having the mindset that everything will be okay will make everything okay, because when you have a belief that everything will be okay, you do everything in your power for that to happen. So what I want to say is, if you feel lost, that's okay. That's good. You are on your way somewhere. You just don't know the destination, and that's why you feel lost. But there is a destination. You will settle down somewhere. It is uncomfortable, and that's okay. Life is not supposed to be comfortable all the time. Just as when we were growing, when we were little, we had growth pain. Growing as a person, becoming healthier and becoming happier is not necessarily a happy and healthy path. Everything in life goes up and down, and so does the comfortability of life. And if you ever feel uncomfortable, that's good. It's a part of the process. Embrace it and try to go deeper into the uncomfort and see what you can find. I would say that the most exciting things I've found out about myself or about life was at the bottom of something really uncomfortable. So try to go into being lost with some excitement and acceptance, and I promise you that it will be way, way, way easier. And I'm here on the other side waiting for you. I'm here at the destination where you are going. Just get lost and you will find your way there. I promise. So much love from me. I really, really, really know that there's so much more happiness and health out there for you. You just have to work for it. And I promise you that everything will be fine. Lots of love.